What's up guys, this is your another video, and today I'm going to be doing a full review of the Samsung Galaxy M52 5G in 2022 right here. So I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on whether you should buy the Samsung Galaxy M52 5G in 2022. Right, so I want to start off this review talking about the design and styling of this. So talking about the design and styling of the phone, the first thing I want to talk about is the back design here, and I'll say that I really love this phone. I like the white pinstripes on the back here. It really looks elegant. Yeah, and I also like the way the camera array is organized. You know, you have everything that you need but nothing that you don't. You know, I think I'll prefer this design and styling over any of the A series phones. You know, it's actually really good and elegant. Only thing I don't really like is the fact that it's fingerprint magnet, as you can see right there. It's a fingerprint magnet. I think that's the downside of having a plastic, non-matte phone. You know, it's very glossy and picks up fingerprints very much. Yeah, that's the only downside of this styling. And I like the fact that it's really thin. I think this is the thinnest phone I've reviewed this year. Very thin, and unlike the A series phones that I've been reviewing, you know, the A33, A53, they're very thick phones, but this is actually very thin phone. Talking about the front here, so the display is flat, but it still has a little bit of a 2D curve. You know, it's not as flat as the one on the A53 and A33. You know, those phones are very flat, like the iPhones. You know, even the sides are very flat. But I think I actually prefer this type of display design. Is flat but has a overflowing edges, like they used to call it a 2D curve. Yeah, it makes it simpler to use the phone with gestures, unlike the other totally flat design. Like, I like the look of the flat design, but functionally it's not that good. And the other thing I really like about its styling is this fingerprint right here, the side mounted fingerprint scanner. I think this is the best position for the scanner, and it's a very nice addition to this phone. You know, I know very many people would have loved to have an in-display fingerprint scanner, but me personally, I actually think that side mounted fingerprint scanners are the best. Yeah, it's the best position for a scanner, and I like the fact that I can use it. Okay, let me put my pin here. I like the fact that I can just use it to scroll down like that. Very easy. It's a very easy phone to use. Yeah, that's about the fingerprint scanner. Very nice. And the other thing that I want to talk about is the speakers on this phone. Yeah, so it doesn't have stereo speakers. You know, yeah, I think that's one of the things that they sacrificed to make it to this price point. Yeah, it doesn't have stereo speakers. You only have one bottom firing speaker. Trying to focus in, I don't know if I can catch it. Yeah, one bottom firing speaker right here, which is decent. Not the loudest, but I think the quality on it is decent. You know, you have some decent bass. It's not the worst speaker I've had. Yeah, so yeah, the earpiece doesn't double up as a second speaker. Yeah, you don't have stereo speakers. I think that's one of the downsides on this phone. But yeah, it's livable. It's not a big deal. You know, it's something you can get used to and enjoy the phone anyway. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about the styling. You know, the bottom here also have a port that supports up to 25 watts charging. Yeah, and your SIM tray is on the side, unlike the A73 and the A53, which have them at the bottom and the top. Yeah, so that's about the design of the Samsung Galaxy M52. Right, so moving on to the display on the M52 5G. So I'll say that the display is one of the best parts of this phone. Yeah, it's 6.7 inches, Super AMOLED display with 120 Hz, and it's a very nice panel right here. I don't really have a lot of complaints about this. It's a very nice panel, good brightness outdoors. It's not the brightest panel, but I think it's very okay outdoors. I've used it and I haven't really failed to use it. Like, it's visible. Yeah, you get the visibility. It's bright enough. I think it's sufficient brightness. Yeah, on this, and very good HDR production in videos, and yeah, very good for consuming media. Only missing the speakers. You know, if you had the speakers, I think this would have been the best experience, you know, for media consumption. Yeah, but the display on here is very good. The only gripe I have with display here is that problem of crashing blacks. Like, it has a green tint, like at a certain brightness level below 20%. You can notice some like on grayscale colors. Yeah, you can notice something like a green tint on one side of the display on this phone, and I think I'm gonna be doing a video separately talking about that. But it's not really a big deal. It just happens like when the phone is really dim, and you have to be in a situation where like you don't have a lot of light. Yeah, you don't have a lot of light, like in true darkness. Yeah, and you'll be able to see that like when you turn on this power menu right here. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it on camera. Right now I can't catch it, but yeah, that's the only gripe I have with this display. Other than that, very nice, and still very good even in 2022. Yeah. Right, so moving on to the cameras on the m52 5G, and I'll say the cameras on these are solid cameras for the price. Yeah, have a 64MP main, which is very good. 12MP ultra wide, which is also very good, and an okay 5MP macro camera, one that I'm not interested in, but I'm pretty sure people use them. Yeah, but talking about the cameras, they're very nice. Yeah, especially the main camera, very good for taking photos. Video quality is okay. Only problem is stabilization. Yeah, when you're recording something like 4K 30 FPS, yeah, you're gonna have issues with stabilization. But at 1080p, I think it's very solid. And then the ultra wide, I think it's decent. Yeah, 12MP, decent ultra wide for the price. You know, I think it's even better than that I tested on the f53 5G. I think the ultra wide on here is better. That sense, the 5MP macro camera is okay. Didn't really use it a lot, but it's there. You can use it, and it's okay. Now talking about the selfie camera on here, it's 32MP, and still solid. Can record up to 4K 30 FPS on it as well. And I'll say that it's generally okay. Haven't really had a lot of issues. It won't blow you away, but it works, and for the price, I think it's good. Yeah, that's about the cameras on the m52 5G. They're solid cameras. Haven't had a lot of issues with them other than stabilization when you're recording 4K video on the back here. Yeah, that's about the cameras on the m52. They're still good even in 2022. They're survivable. Now talking about the performance on the Samsung Galaxy m52 5G, I think this is the part most people are interested in. Yeah, the performance of this phone, because it has the Snapdragon 778G, and I'll say that it doesn't disappoint when it comes to performance. Yeah, played a couple of games on here, and for most of them it's decent, and plays them nice without any issues. Yeah, you get high graphics options in certain games like Call of Duty. Yeah, you get decent performance in PES, eFootball, not the best, but I'm going to be doing dedicated tests for the gaming, like in Call of Duty and football, so you guys should look out for that. Probably by the time this video is up, those videos will also be up about the gaming on this m52 5G, and I think it has a decent chipset, the Snapdragon 778G, a very good chipset. But you know, the thing that limits these Samsung mid-range phones is that game optimization software that Samsung uses. Yeah, so I don't think that it really maxes out the capabilities of the SD778G. Being honest, I don't think it really maxes them out. Yeah, but generally for gaming it's going to be fine. Yeah, but don't expect it to be flagship good. You know, I think it can still be aced by something like an S10. You know, or the S10 5G that I recently tested. I think it will do a better job in gaming. So yeah, 778G is good, but I think on a Samsung phone it's not really. The next thing I want to talk about is the battery life. So the battery life on this has been okay, solid. It has 5000 mAh battery, and I can charge at 25 watts, which I think is the best among the Samsung mid-range phones. And yeah, 25 watts charging is decent. You know, when you compare it to other phones in this price range, yeah, you could get a faster charging 33 watt or even 45. You know, for phones in this similar price point, go around $300. Yeah, you can get better, but it's no big deal. I think it's the same battery life on here, and charges decently fast as well. Yeah, so about the battery, no issues there. I haven't experienced any issues with the battery on this. So lastly, I want to talk about the software on this phone. So this one is running Android 12 at the moment as I use it. So it was released with Android 11. Though when I unboxed this, it actually had Android 12 on it. But yeah, and when it was released for the first time, it was running Android 11. So according to research I've made, these phones get software update for 4 years. Those are security patches, and then I think two years of major software updates. So I expect to get Android 13, but it may not get Android 14. So yeah, that's about the software. And generally, I'll say the UI is really smooth, no issues. It's actually smoother in my experience than the m52 5G I was testing as well. And I'm gonna be doing a full comparison between this phone and the m52 5G. Yeah, I think that's it for this review, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.